the whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today we have got a bunch of Madden 22 franchise news. Now, I will let you guys know this is actually not the only franchise news that is actually coming this week. We have got even more franchise stuff coming this week as well, and I'm just going to put this out there. I'm sure you guys probably know this, but I am not a big franchise guy at all. I really do not play franchise much at all. But if you guys are big into franchise, please let me know down below what you guys think about all these new things coming to franchise, because even as not a franchise guy, this looks pretty good. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Lucas Brandt for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to be shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid, make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn notification bell on, and comment down below Noti Gang. Now, EA did put out a long video on their channel. You can go ahead and check it out if you want to see that as well, but I just took some screenshots. I'm going to go over it with you guys in full detail here. Also, I did write down some stuff they were talking about but didn't necessarily say or put on the screen in the video, but I do also want to let you guys know that there is some gridiron notes coming on Friday as well to go over some franchise stuff there. So there's going to be even more franchise details coming out. But you guys can see right here, new franchise staff and staff points, new weekly strategy and dynamic game day integration, enhanced season engine, franchise hub updates, tuning, and more. So let's get right into it. So you guys can see right here, we have got the staff management and the staff points. So essentially what this is going to be, because this is a big thing with like the pre-orders and everything, is those staff points. People were really concerned, is this going to make, franchise, pay to play? Like, what is this actually going to be? Well, it looks like with those staff points, you can actually go through and upgrade your coaches in their talent tree. Now, you can see there are some other coaches here. Says higher staff, view talent tree, whatever. These are all the coaches, and you can see as well right here a bunch of staff moves that you guys can make. Now, in the talent trees, you have your head coach, your defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, and then the player personnel. There are a bunch of different things that you guys can actually do. So there are currently 60 talents for you to go ahead and upgrade, but there are going to be more implemented into the game. So like right here, decrease multi-week injury recovery time for 10 staff points, increase injury rating for all defensive players, increase injury rating for all offensive players. So of course, less injuries right there. That is perfect. And then for the player personnel, also trade discounts on older players. And of course, as I said, you can see all the things. There are so many different things that you can actually get done here. And in order to actually just go ahead and get some staff points, I believe I have a screenshot of that as well. There's some weekly objectives to get done, but scouting is a big thing. I know you franchise guys have been asking for the longest time, and yes, scouting is going to be coming. I believe they said this is going to be coming in September, so it's not going to be out immediately at launch, but it will be out relatively quickly afterwards. If it was like October, November, I think that'd be pretty bad, but at least it's just September, so about a month after the game does come out here. But there is a bunch of scouting detail stuff you guys can do to scout a bunch of players. You can see right here, scout assignments, so you can assign different regions to different people there. And of course, players will move up and down the board as the year does go on. And you can see right here, you can confirm your player selections that you actually want to have private workouts with. You can see right here with the draft, it does say top 5 projection, shows all of the teams. It looks like the mock draft where the players are actually going to go to. Now, as you guys can see right here as well, there is the head coach, the coordinators, and the player personnel. So there are 4 different people that are involved with this: offensive and defensive coordinator, head coach, and the player personnel right there. But here is actually how you get those staff points to upgrade your coaches. There are weekly team goal selections for the head coach, defensive, offense coordinator, the player personnel. Win by 14 or more points. You can see right there, you get 5 there, 5 again, so you can get a total of 10 in there. Get 2 TDs in the first half, get 4 TDs in the first half, complete 4 passes in the first drive. So it's not like it is going to be pay to play, which I'm sure you guys are very excited about. Now, another thing though is weekly strategy. Now, if you guys have actually been playing maybe the head-to-head in the Madden 22 beta, if you guys have been playing that, you've seen a little bit of this that is actually in the game. And basically, it will actually change how your team plays. Like, if you know your opponent has got Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, right? you want your team to play the long ball. You want them to play the deep ball, so you'll have some positives that will help you play more against the deep ball, but kind of hurt you in other aspects of it. So you can see right here, choose defensive game plan focus, and this person chose to defend the inside run. So inside run defense +3, but -1 on bounces run to the outside. So if you bounce to the outside, you're going to be worse there. And PA pass off inside run, you're also going to be worse there. You can see right here, run outside, you get +2 to inside run blocking, -2 to outside run blocking there. You will have these next gen stats to also take a look at, so that way you can kind of determine exactly what your opponent actually plays like, which I actually think is really cool. They're going to be incorporating that in there, so you can kind of see how your opponent does play. But you can choose, run inside, run outside, blitz prep. This, of course, is to focus on what your opponent is going to be doing on offense, throw deep, throw medium, whatever. And you can see right here, there's also the player health. So you can manage your offensive players' health with their fatigue. You can actually do different things like in practice. I believe I have that screenshot I'll show you guys in a second here, where you can choose if they do like full pad practice, whatever. And then also halftime adjustments. This is actually in the head-to-head mode. You can do this currently right now in the Madden 22 beta, where at halftime you can change your offensive game plan, you can change your defensive game plan to try and counter your opponent. And here is that pad. So practice intensity, you can do full pads. For the roster, you can even choose the amount of reps they get, whatever. I think that's actually really cool. So you can kind of take advantage of this. You get, higher XP, higher boost, but fatigue and also higher injury chance if you have them just playing all the time. So I think that's pretty cool. And you guys can see right here, it does look like there was an injury to McCole Hardman. He had some knee cartilage tear. You can see all the boosts and everything. Now also we have the weekly strategy and the dynamic game day integration. So you can see right here, choose a game plan, focus on offense and defense each week. So this is the stuff I just went over. Focus will identify the top threat in the opposing team, and focus will utilize next gen stats and a list of pros and cons about how each carries over into the gameplay. Select a new weekly team goal that will reward additional staff points. Now also there are a bunch of different scenarios. Now I believe they said that there are 35 scenarios, but there's going to be even more implemented in as the year does go on. Now one thing that I did notice that I actually really liked here, they talked about this specifically, was if a perfect chem scenario does come up. So if you have an elite quarterback and you have a wide receiver that you really like, you can actually take a wide receiver who's just like a mid-level wide receiver and really develop them pretty quickly into a top tier wide receiver in the league. So if you have a really, really good quarterback, you probably have a good chance of bringing up whatever wide receiver you want on your team and just making them that much better. Now also there is a new franchise hub, and again, I'm not a big franchise guy. I don't really play it that much. I did play a little bit. This definitely looks pretty different to me. You can see right there on the right side, you have the goals, shutout Los Angeles, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, all that stuff. The standings right there, your top player, you can see the league, all that stuff there on the left side as well. There's also this news section right here. There is a league section so you can manage the rosters, do all that stuff right there, and also the schedule as well. And you can actually click into there, see the members, and see everything that's going on right here. Honestly, as I said, I'm not a big franchise guy. I don't really play franchise like that, but taking a look at all the things they did, it definitely looks like they did hear the franchise people out. At least in my opinion, it looks like it anyways. And they changed a lot. I did ask you guys over on Twitter what you thought about this, and it does seem like from all of the comments that I'm getting over on Twitter, this looks like it's actually a big W. It looks like a lot of you guys over there seem to think this is a great step in the right direction, but let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this. I think this is great. Honestly, I do think it's great. Again, not a big franchise guy, but for those of you guys who do play franchise, please let me know. Is this good enough? What else do you want to see? Of course, there can always be improvements made. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. There can always be some new stuff. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I'll see you guys next time.